This is Math Studies Lesson 4.3, Equations of Lines. The first thing on the sheet is slope. That is the same slope formula from the previous lesson. We're going to be using it again, so just have easy access to it. Intercept form is the form that I think most students remember. Y equals mx plus b. Now m is the parameter that we label slope, and then b is the y-intercept. Sometimes this is called slope-intercept form because we have the slope and we have the y-intercept. Point form is a longer format, but it's actually more useful because we don't need the y-intercept, which is not always available in all circumstances. But we usually have a point that we use to calculate the slope, so we can use that same point, the same numbers that we would use here to calculate the slope, we can put into the equation here. So again, m is the slope, and then x1 and y1 are just a point on the line. So for example A, letter A, I have a line and I'm going to write an equation in intercept form. I'm choosing to do that because I have the intercept right here. So I need the slope. Slope is rise over run. So in this instance it's rising and then running. If we rise from 1 and then this is 3 and this is 2, I can tell that from these points here. This is rise 2 and run 2. So the slope is 1. And then the intercept right here is 1. So my equation is y equals 1x plus 1. It's not customary to put a value on an x when it's 1, so I can just simplify that to y equals x plus 1. So here I'm going to do the same thing. The rise here, this is going from 3 to 4, so the rise is 1, and it's going from 2 to 4, so the run is 2. So the slope is 2 over 1, which is 2. And I don't know the intercept. I could work backwards and figure it out, but I do know a point, so I can just put those values into point form instead. So y equals, my slope is 2, x minus, my x1 is 2, plus my y1 is 3. Now, if we wanted to take this a step farther, we could convert this point format into intercept form. I won't do it now, but we'll practice it on an upcoming example. So, scrolling down for example B, it's just another righted equation, and it's giving me the information. I'm going to choose intercept form for this one. Slope plus intercept, just looks like that. And I'm going to choose point form for this one. X minus x1 plus y1. Now the equation is x minus x1, so I chose to do a minus negative and turn it into a plus. And then the last one is giving me points. I think this is supposed to say intercept form. Yeah, I want to put this in intercept form. Okay, so we have the x1, y1. We have the x2, y2. We're going to calculate the slope, put it in point form, and then use the distributive property to convert it to intercept form. So the slope is y2 minus y1 on the top, x2 minus x1 on the bottom. That's negative 2 over 1, so the slope is negative 2. I'm going to sub that into the point slope format. Y equals m x minus x1 plus y1. I got my m here, my x1, and my y1. And then I'm going to use the distributive property. We're going to distribute the slope. So y equals negative 2x minus 2 minus 1 will be a positive 2. Negative 2 times negative 1. And then we're going to combine like terms. So my final answer is negative 2x plus 7. That is it for the notes. Good luck on the exercises, and please let me know if you have questions.